Over $17 million a month is now passing through the College Sports Commission. Do you think the NIL economy is going anywhere? Welcome to Business Athletes, where we connect how the athletes of the future are combining business, sports, and personal finance. I'm your host, Jedediah Collins, the fullback of finance, and today we're diving into some exciting real-world data that proves athletes, particularly female athletes, aren't just scoring points on the field, they're shaping the future of business. The College Sports Commission, and if you remember, that wasn't even a thing almost a year ago. They just dropped their latest deal flow from NIL report. The numbers are staggering. Over 12,000 deals have passed through the CSC, worth an estimated $87.5 million. Almost $90 million have been cleared in the first 5 months from June to November. That is all the reports in the deals each individual athlete has now had to report on the NIL Go platform. This is a clear sign. The NIL economy, it's here, 90 million. It's growing fast by the day, and it's reshaping how college athletes can leverage their personal brands as well as college athletic departments are preparing for income in the future. Why does all this matter? Because it's giving us a concrete glimpse into the scale and speed of athlete monetization. Those million-dollar babies in middle school, high school, and college are becoming legitimate millionaires. There are more deals, more money, and more formal oversight. A year or two ago, NIL was the Wild West. The CSC actually gives some structure and reporting. But this is not just about side gigs. It's about a thriving, legitimate market and economy and the creation of our business athletes. The NIL market continues to evolve as well. No longer is an individual deal the focus. Now colleges are having to see the bigger picture. Athletic departments are feeling the heat to create new income sources. They're exploring revenue streams like stadium tours, fan experiences, and other innovative engagement models because NIL and revenue sharing is reshaping the college sports landscape. If you need to have more money to pay revenue share, you're going to need to create more income sources. You got to move beyond just the broadcast rights and ticket sales and lean into experiential revenue, supercharging campus facilities, boosting fan loyalty, and creating new ways to profit from the passion fans have for your college sports. Beyond the field, we're seeing athletes turn into investors, these business athletes. More than ever, athletes are backing startups, investing in sports tech, entering venture capital, and even acquiring franchises. According to industry reports, funding rounds are increasingly featuring business athlete investors that leverage their brand capital and now business savvy. Why is all this happening now? Well, a few reasons. Athletes now have larger platforms thanks to the NIL era and global media exposure. Global media exposure can be seen because people only tune into live TV to watch live sports. Oh, maybe the finale of Housewives too. Another reason is that sports-related businesses' world is expanding into wellness, analytics, and media, meaning more investable opportunities for these athletes. Remember, we live in the age of surveillance capitalism, which means in any business, if the product is free, you are the product. Data is the new gold rush. And importantly, athletes are becoming more financially literate. Let's go. A decade ago, it was a distraction to think about anything other than ball. Today, business athletes are thinking way beyond their playing years, creating assets, and planning their postseason career well. If you are a young business athlete today, here are 4 steps on how to get started. First, leverage your personal brand. Look at what people trust you for today. Most likely, it's going to be your athleticism. Number 2, choose adjacent business sectors you understand. Key, you understand. Then, what are you interested in or that aligns with your personal brand values? What makes you unique? Are you into Legos? Are you into horses? Are you into trucks? What is it else about you that is unique? Then be ready for the business. Content isn't just fun and going in front of a camera, it's logistics, monetization rights, and a lot more that people overlook. You do not get handed anything on the field, and that is no different off of it. Lastly, start today. You still have your playing career, which is the best time to introduce yourself. They have to know you before they like you and then trust you. Now you can start building parallel assets while you are competing. Here's the takeaway. Whether you're an athlete, a creator, or a professional, treat your personal brand like a business. Become a business athlete. The qualities that helped you succeed on the field, discipline, resilience, adaptability, and having a competitive edge, are just as valuable in investing in entrepreneurship. But a word to the wise, always do your due diligence. Not all deals are created equal, and make sure they align your personal brand with your potential opportunity. As you look at your values and strengths, make sure you know who you are, because at the end of the day, athletes aren't just playing the game, they're owning pieces of it. Thanks for listening to Business Athletes. Keep playing smart, stay strategic, and remember, your best move is to keep investing in you. Jedediah Collins, fullback of finance. We'll see you in the next game.